The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home. This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket. Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Anthony Rendon.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 2 home runs, 26 RBIs. The 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2-0, here it is.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll hurry back to second here, as he was wise to not push it that time. Simmons over at second. Zobrist on at first with nobody out. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Chopper to short, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. High and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 2-1 home. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Digging in, Albert Pujols. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning, and obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. And another foul ball. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. The relay to second now, but he's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You always want to spot your pitcher a run or 2 early on, so he has a little bit of wiggle room, but that double, they're up 3-0 and absolutely cruising. If this guy on the mound doesn't find a way to get some outs, he's going to be heading to the showers before some of the fans are even in their seats.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bradley makes the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Through to third, and he's out. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Matt Andres will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Chopped at the plate. And that's the first out.
Batting seven, the right fielder, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First delivery to him on the way. The bouncer to the left side. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. New inning set to get underway. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jason Castro batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that's the first out of the inning. The throw is wild and it gets away.
The bat, number 2, designated hitter,
So a runner on first with one out now. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Runners on first with one down. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Hit down the third baseline. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Bradley. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1 pitch finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Bases are loaded with only one out. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Leith Hembry is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Hembry was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing in the dirt and block behind the plate. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. takes this the other way to right. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Pujols. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Two men are on with two men out. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's 8-0.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but will have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Here's Justin Upton now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Angels 8 and the Red Sox nothing. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Now the 2-1 pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Upton going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Raphael.
First offering on its way. Pops this one up. Pujols has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth,
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a base hit on the line. And this will rattle off the base of the monster. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. So here's Michael Chavis now. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
0-1 pitch on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Trout. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
We'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Pitch on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Goodwin is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We've played 2. It's now 8-2. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jason Castro. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help, too.
2-0 now.
2-0.
From the stretch. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
Full count, 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 pitch. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Angels leave 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Now the 0-1. Swung on and hit softly on a line, but foul. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. 1 gone here in the Boston third. And that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Zobrist throw on to Pujols. They get them both, and they end the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Still 8-2. And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Bounce to first. Moreland is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 6.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Anthony Rendon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 8 runs, just 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. drilled on the ground is short. Bogaerts has it. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. In there, strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Left side of the infield into the shift. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order, but no. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Martinez.
In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1.
Well, I got 2-1 to count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Coming to the plate now, Rafael Devers. He topped out in his first trip. No balls and 1 strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, that was a pretty good fastball. Some low fire at the knees. But this day and age of launch angle, this guy was able to go down and get it and hit it a mile.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he fouls this one off. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Popped him up. Pujols is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2. Darwin's and Hernandez, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. Stepping into the box, Albert Pujols, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels first baseman. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Count still full. 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Justin Upton the next to hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. There to play it is Moreland, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Brian Goodwin. He hit a sac fly earlier. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Two and 0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
Jason Castro, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting. The catcher.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. One and 1 to Jason Castro.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, David Fletcher. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. A 1-1. Misses for the second ball. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on a Thursday night. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready on 1 and 2. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2 and 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
As a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
In now, Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Upton. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Alex.
Stepping up now, Alex Verdugo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And he'll reach down to make the play on the run. A fine defensive effort there retires the side. Red Sox leave 1. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Marcus Walden takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 64, Marcus Walden.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. 1-0 the count. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Hit softly on the ground to third. Devers gloves it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready now, Ben Zobrist. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 6.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rendon. He was a ground out victim last time up. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Bradley is there, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez. And they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Short, hit hard. Taken in by Zobrist. And there's one down now. One gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ground ball to third. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Here now is Rafael Devers. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-1. Two out, nobody on. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled away. The bouncer to the left side. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Ryan Brazier is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Trout, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
So one away now for the Angels in the 7th, and stepping in the former MVP Albert Pujols. Out in front of it, strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
This is line to left, and he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Hit high and deep out to left. Upton going back, and it bangs off the monster. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. Striding into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Got him.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Men on third with 2 down. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 8th inning coming up. Josh Taylor has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off for the Angels.
Leading off the inning, Brian Goodwin, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lined but speared on a hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the catcher, Dixon, Castro.
Ready now for L.A., Jason Castro. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. From the stretch. Fastball just inside. That's inside. 2-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Benintendi will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Angels.
Now batting, David Fletcher. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Alex Verdugo. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The right fielder, Alex.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
1-1.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Goodwin. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He was a ground out victim last time up.
0-1.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy in the wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Raphael.
Now in the box, Rafael Devers. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. First offering on its way. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And it's fouled away. And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols saves an error and ends the inning. And thanks to the home run, the Red. Matt Barnes enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. He's set. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now the 1-0. Liner toward right center. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Up next for the Angels.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. add on, give some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
A bouncer up the middle. To second for 1. Back over to Moreland, and they get 2 out of it.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. And he loses him on a breaking ball. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that brings up Mike Trout. From the stretch. Popped him up. Chavis ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Angels strand 1. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Bottom of the inning now. Ready for another chance. Mitch Moreland. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Hansel Robles comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 0-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Michael Chavis. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 2.
1 out, nobody on. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer. Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Fouled off. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk it.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Matt Andres earned his 5th win of the year. Brian Johnson is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Hansel Robles earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.